So we are discussing about respiration in organism. Last day I discussed about how oxygen and carbon dioxide was discovered. How the scientists did number of experiments to find out the what is that some gases are there which we are inhaling and exhaling. But they don't know particularly what are those gases and how they obtained. So they did research and finally they told that this is carbon dioxide gas and this is oxygen. First, which gas was discovered? Carbon dioxide was discovered. After discovering carbon dioxide, after 20 years, they discovered oxygen, we told. Then today's topic is, what does our breath contain? Okay, we know that we inhale and exhale. When we are inhaling oxygen, and when we are exhaling carbon dioxide. The exhaled air is warm. For that, what did we do? We just kept our finger near our nose and found that when we are inhaling and when we are exhaling, we saw that it is warm. Then, is it really warm? Means we did with syringe also. We took the syringe and did inhalation and exhalation. In the syringe, we saw that it is very, very cool. But in this, it is warm. We saw that. Then, warm and has moisture in it. What do we do? What we do not know is about the gases our body takes from the inhaled air. Means are we taking only oxygen and we are leaving the carbon dioxide? That question was there. So for this we would have to know about the gases present in our air. So when we are exhaling and inhaling, also how we came to know about them. We know that air is a mixture of several gases. That point is very important. Air is a mixture of several gases. Air is a mixture of several gases. So, with this, we know that air is a mixture of several, not only oxygen and carbon dioxide, there are other gases. What are those? We are having oxygen, carbon dioxide, hydrogen, nitrogen, helium, neon, krypton, argon, etc. Like this, number of gases, not only oxygen, carbon dioxide, hydrogen, nitrogen, helium, neon, krypton, argon, etc. Number of gases are present. So, because of that only we are telling that air is a mixture of several gases. Now, air also contains several suspended particles. What are those? Like dust particles. Okay, let us do some experiment to find out more about gases present in inhaled and exhaled air. For this, we shall refer to the discoveries of gases mentioned in this in the previous section. So coming to here, we would have to prepare some solution to test the gases. We have to prepare a solution to test the gases. So these are what are the solution? Phenolphthalein solution. In acids and bases lesson itself I told. What is phenolphthalein solution? It is a colorless solution. Phenolphthalein solution is a colorless solution. When we add acid to the phenolphthalein solution, what will happen? It is colorless. When we add base to phenolphthalein solution, the color changes to pink in color. Okay. Methyl orange means it is yellowish orange color. When we mix with acid, it changes to red color, and when we mix with base, it changes to yellow color. But when we are taking phenolphthalein solution, it is colorless. When we mix with acid, it is colorless. When we mix with base, it is pink in color. So prepare them in the same manner. What he is telling, these are phenolphthalein solution and lime water. We have to prepare phenolphthalein solution and we have to prepare lime water. Okay, not lemon. Lemon is different from lime. Lime means calcium hydroxide, which is a base. Okay, lime water is a calcium hydroxide. Lemon juice is a citric acid. Lemon comes under citric, lime comes under basic calcium hydroxide. So prepare them in the same manner as you had done in the chapter on acids and bases. Okay, now let us do an activity 7. Gases in our breath. Now what we are going to see, which gases are present in our breath. For that one, set up the apparatus. Please see in the textbook figure 5. Now we are going to discuss about that one. What are those? What are the things required? Be careful while inserting the glass tube in the cork. It could break. So take the help of your teacher to do it. What we have to do? Fill both boiling tube 1/4 with the phenolphthalein solution. Mark them as A and B. Now repeatedly blow in and suck out air in this apparatus. Find the answers to the following questions while doing this experiment. When you suck in air, what will happen? Suck in air, through which boiling tube does the air flows? So here what you have to do means, here the point is we have to, what is the aim? Now what we are going to prove here? Gases present in our breath. So we are going to prove what are the gases present in our breath. For this, what is our things required? To study the nature of gases given while we are breathing. Okay, what are the things needed for this one? First, a boiling tube. Okay, 2 hold rubber corks, a bent tube, a bent glass tube, a bent U-shaped glass tube, another short glass tube we have to take. What do you know? Take a lime water in one boiling tube to fill 1/3. Insert the glass rods into the cork. See that they are tight, means they should not move. Close the open end of the short glass tube with a roll of tissue paper or plastic clay. Okay, then close the mouth of the boiling tube with the cork. So test tube is there. The test tube we are filling with lime water and we will place a cork. That cork should not move, and insert the what is that, glass tubes. One was bent tube, the other one is straight into this glass tube. Now blow out into the boiling tube repeatedly. Like this we have to blow the air into the tube. There will be a change in the color of lime water. Will the color of the lime water change when I am catching the tube like this and I am blowing in and out? Yes, there will be a change. Why? Because when I am exhaling air, which gas is released? Carbon dioxide gas is released. When carbon dioxide gas will react, when carbon dioxide gas is treated with lime water, what will happen? When carbon dioxide gas is treated with lime water, the lime water turns to milky white. The lime water turns to milky white, showing that carbon dioxide gas is present in that one. Did you understand? Carbon dioxide, when treated with lime water, it turns to milky white, showing that carbon dioxide gas is present. So what is happening here? We are holding this, and when we are saying the carbon dioxide gas enters into this lime water, then what is the change in the lime water? The lime water turned to milky white. Then do you know which gas is that? It is a carbon dioxide gas. Then again what he is telling means, take fresh lime water again in the boiling tube, open the mouth of the short glass tube, pull the bent tube a little up. Now we just inserted little up, that is above the lime water, means before the tube was inside the lime water. Now the tube will be little bit up of the lime water. See the diagram properly, then you can understand. In the first case, if you are seeing in the textbook, you can see that in the first case it is inside the, what is that? It is inside the lime water. In the second case, in part A test tube and B test tube. In A test tube, the glass tube was inside. In the B test tube, the glass tube was outside of the lime water. Now outside we are doing. Now suck in air through the bent tube so that the fresh air enters the boiling tube through the short glass tube. Repeat many times this experiment. Is there any change in the color of lime water? No. Now what is happening means the gas is entering into the glass tube, but it is not reaching the lime water. Before means The tube was inside the lime water, so the gas directly entered into the lime water and the lime water turned to milky white in the first test tube. But in the second test tube, the glass tube was not connected to the lime water. So when I blow the air, it comes out from the second tube, but it will not enter into the lime water. So is there any change in the color? There is no change in the color. The gas we breathe out contains more carbon dioxide than the air we breathe in. So to check whether carbon dioxide is, now we checked in two test tubes, which test tube the water will turn to, the lime water will turn to milky white. In the first test tube the water turns to milky white, showing that which gas is present, carbon dioxide gas. Now we are going to test whether this carbon dioxide gas is acidic or basic in nature. Is this carbon dioxide gas acidic or basic in nature? For this, to check whether carbon dioxide is acidic or basic in nature, what are the things needed? Means boiling tube with cork, water containing, this lime water containing, this blue litmus paper also we are taking. Now what you do? Close a short glass tube with a tissue paper. Now fill 1/3 of the boiling tube with water. Add a few drops of blue litmus solution to the water. Blue litmus solution to the water in the boiling tube. Blow air into the boiling tube. Now the solution is blue litmus turns to red, means it is acidic in nature. Acidic litmus paper means red litmus turns to blue, means it is basic in nature. Now what is our solution? What I kept in water? Blue litmus solution I kept. Now the color of the solution is blue. Now I am blowing the air. Which air I am blowing? Carbon dioxide. This carbon dioxide air mixes with this blue litmus solution. What will happen? If the carbon dioxide is acidic in nature, the blue litmus solution should turn to red. If the blue litmus solution does not turn to red, means it is basic in nature automatically. So let us see that one. Add a few drops of blue litmus solution to water in the boiling tube. Blow air into the boiling tube. Continue blowing and observe the water, observe the color of the water. What will happen? Is there any change in the color of the water? Means the water turned slightly red in color. The water turned slightly red in color. Then what does it show? Aqueous solution of carbon dioxide is acidic in nature. Aqueous solution of carbon dioxide is acidic in nature. Got the point now? What we have to do? Let us do the activity of 7 gases in our breath. Did you catch my point here? So with this we understood about the lime water and carbon dioxide, no? So then on the basis of what we have learned, here gases, inhaled air and exhaled are given in the textbook. See this point, it is very important. This table will come in 2 marks or it may come in the blank also. Okay. Now let us see this table. What is given here? Gases, inhaled air and exhaled air in milliliters. First one is oxygen. So please see the point here. Gases, inhaled air and exhaled air. Oxygen when we are taking, when we are inhaling, we are taking 210 milliliters. When we are exhaling 165 milliliters. Got the point? And carbon dioxide when we are inhaling 0.4 ml, very less quantity. But when we are exhaling 440 milliliters. Then nitrogen and other gases, when we are inhaling 790 milliliters and exhaling 795 milliliters. Totally, when we are inhaling and exhaling 1000 milliliters we are inhaling and 1000 milliliters we are exhaling. Did you understand? 1000 milliliters we are inhaling and 1000 milliliters we are exhaling. In that inhaling, it is a mixture of all the gases I told no. So oxygen we are taking 210 ml and leaving out 165 ml. Then when we are inhaling 0.5 ml, exhaling 40 ml. Which one? Carbon dioxide. Other gases when we are inhaling 790 ml, when we are exhaling 795 ml. Got the point? The remaining lesson I will continue tomorrow. Thank you.